Yeah, 'cause I was listening to you talk the other day, and I was what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say impressed, but I was more so proud. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, just listening to her talk. She really been working on what she.
Man, when I tell you I got all this stuff planned out, I talked to Pastor Barnes a couple of days ago, and he was telling me that he loved all my ideas, and he liked the fact because I already got it broken down, like in the 6 months to 5-year plan. Like I got the whole goal broken down. Like my end goal is to be able to have enough products so I can make a catalog, and the girls that in my group, they'll be members, right? So every 6 months to a year, depending on how I do the journal, they'll have to buy one of the membership kits. And it comes with the journal, the motivation book, it comes with candles, all type of stuff, but they'll be a member. So with them being a member, they'll have the opportunity to sell my products so they can save money. And we're going to do it, what is it called? I think I call it I Need It Now Fund. So when they get out of high school, they'll be in the work so much for me, they'll have a check coming to them, whether it's for college, to move out their parent house, get ready for the military, whatever they want to do with it. They didn't work and they get a percentage of whatever they sold. That's the end goal. I'm making little entrepreneurs out of it.
Right. Y'all see how she smiled when she said that. That let you know that this is a real vision, something that's in her heart. Everybody have an inspiration behind what they do. And I was just having this conversation with an artist. Like, as long as your reason why is more important than the struggles and the obstacles that you're gonna come to. Like me being an artist, like it's a lot of times I feel unappreciated, I feel overlooked and things like that, and I feel like people don't really, pay attention or take heed to what I'm saying. But once you can get over that, you know what I'm saying, because that's just something you're gonna go through.
Right.
And once you're able to get past that in your mind, you ain't gonna let nothing stop you.
Right. Like, it's kind of hard to get some of the girls to participate in the group, but I have an incentive for them. As long as they participate, because they got activities on my Instagram page where I get them to, like, think about their goals, their ambitions. I get them to describe themselves in words. I, get them to do the stuff they had
Lord
to do.
have mercy.
So, they take all the information and we do a goal board every 6 months. And that consists of whether they want to finish school. Some of them, like one of the girls, when I tell you she is brilliant, I've been working with her I started this last year, year before last, when COVID first hit in 2020, last year. And I've been working with her. She got a whole plan now, and she just started her own little business selling lip glosses.
How old is she?
17, I think. I think she's 17, or almost 17. Yeah, I showed her how I made my chapsticks. But she took that and made her own lip glosses. She got shimmery lip glosses. She got the metallic, I think is what it's called. She.
So before you met her, she wasn't doing none of that with the lipstick business.
No, she wasn't doing none of that. She was always a good girl in school. She paid attention. She did her work, but she went from doing that to being ambitious and trying to find her goals and want to map out what she want to be. Okay.
So how do you recruit these girls, or do they sign up, or how does it go? Honestly,
most of the girls that's in the group, they came from were me working at school. Like I said, I substituted at the school. So it came from that. Some of it's word of mouth. Some girls found me, like I've been talking to some girls from Africa. They found me through Instagram.
Awesome.
So it's been pretty good. And I've actually shipped to Hawaii, New York, and South Carolina, North Carolina.
So what you were shipping to them? Your products?
Yes. The candles. One girl, she got candles and the natural body soaps, and one of them got the warmer, the wax melts, and the vapor rub. The vapor rub sells awesome. The vapor rub is awesome.
And this what we looking at. Now, I'm gonna put a photo of this up here. I'm wondering, like, okay, so you said word of mouth, and what you substituting at the school. So I'm wondering, like, how do they approach it? Because I remember being a kid, right? And you can be looking at an adult, and you probably don't know how to approach them, or you probably don't know how to open up to them unless they talk to you.
Right.
So these children got to feel comfortable around you to even have that conversation, saying they need some type of help.
Honestly, it really started from me helping them with their schoolwork. I just talk to them and I give them my skills that I use. Like I was at school studying today. I had to work today. I was at school studying. And they're like, Miss Dixon, why you writing all this stuff down? If you want to learn something, you have to write it down. If you want to remember something, you have to read it. It's not enough to just listen to what somebody say. You have to actually retain the information. So that's what I be trying to get them to understand. But it's been working so good so far.
Saying that, not trying to cut you out, but saying that to say, like, that's why I was asking, like, do girls recruit? Do you recruit girls? So with a child, like, my child stay in Athens, so can she, like, video chat you sometimes?
That's how, like, when I work with the girls at schoolwork, they call me on Instagram. Most of everything based off Instagram, got all the kids on Instagram. So they would send me a message through my Instagram account, and I would set up a time for me to talk to them. If I have more than one girl with the same issue, I set up as a group chat, and we'll discuss it like that. Now, when I first started it, I was going live and having like different sessions. I let them send me a whole bunch of questions, and I answer their questions on live. But they said they didn't like to do it like that. They wanted it to be more private. So, the difference in between when your parents telling you something and when you get in the witness with somebody else that went through that's not related to you. When you're able to see somebody that's just like you make it from where you already are, it gives you a different type of ambition. It gives you a different type of drive. Because, like, when it came to inspiration with jobs and wanting more, only people that were really like doing stuff like that were my godmama / cousin Angel, Arlene, Jason.
Shout out to them.
Like,
she naming my kinfolks, y'all.
Right. Like, it wasn't that many. Like, I mean, my cousin Leaked, like, it's a couple, but it's not for my family to be as big as it is. You would think we'll have all type of doctors and nurses and, my auntie Reed, I forgot about her, doctors and nurses and all type of stuff. Mechanics, diesel mechanics, anything. Like, they're not doing nothing. Most of the people my age, well, I ain't gonna say my age. I'm 28, so around about the 25s, 24s, and 23s.
Young folks.
Right. They get into stuff they don't have to get into, and they ruin it in their life. Like, I've never seen it be okay for if you go to prison and you come back home, you probably go, what? I don't understand. They got more hype than the people out here that doing what they supposed to be doing. Like, I don't understand.
I think in a lot of black communities, like what we grew up in, we expose. It's what we exposed to. Like you said, you can't expect the person to change if you don't change their environment. You see what I'm saying? So we used to seeing people live a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of look up to the wrong things sometimes, not knowing that this person just living their life. It ain't meant for me to try to go model what they doing.
Right.
But see, I ain't got enough examples to look and choose.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the issue. But my issue is, when does it become enough for somebody that's older than you to break the cycle? But when I'm able to get with the girls and interact with them, it's a different type of joy. Like, it's getting them to understand me and for them to actually listen to what I'm saying and take heed to what I'm saying and follow some of it. They don't follow everything, but they do what I used to do. They take parts of a story that applies to them and they try to make it fit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. For me, it worked. But they listening and they trying, so it make me happy.
Grown people do that with the Bible.
Oh. You right about that. You right about that. They do.
I know. Thank you, God, for forgiving.
Right. Then they go right back to do what they were doing a couple hours later.
I ain't gonna hold you here too long. Is it anything you want people to?
I don't know.
Anything you want them to know specifically when they contact you, or?
Oh, usually if my phone number is on all of my flyers, all my business cards, it's on my candles, it's on everything. Please do not call me before 8 a.m. and do not call me after 8 p.m. Other than that, I got an open line, the email, you can hit the email at any time. It's KiQuanjaDixon@expressively blossoming.com. That's the longest email ever. It was my first time making one, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep it.
That's fine. Make your own way. Pave your own way in life. You know?
But it's Key Blossoms, KiBlossoms at expressively-blossoming.com.
And that works so good too. Well, thank you for coming through.
Well,
Hey man, y'all know who it is.